Then students, in this topic, dimension analysis, we will study the term dimension means the repetition of anything. And here I am taking an example that x cube, then you will say that the dimension of x is 3. You will say the dimension of x is 3. It means that you can write x cube as x into x into x. Here x cube can be written as this, and this represents that here the repetition of x 3 times. Suppose someone is writing x to the power 4, then you will say x into x into x into x, 4 times x. Here 4 represents that x is repeating itself 4 times. Then the topic dimensional analysis is all about the powers of fundamental quantity as a student describes. Here, the dimensional analysis means powers of a fundamental quantity, because students, suppose we all know depends on 2 things. Number 1, meter and seconds. Number 2 is acceleration, which you have studied in class 9. Acceleration also depends on 2 things. Number 1 is meter and number 2 is seconds. Means velocity is also depending on meter and second. Acceleration is also depending on meter and second. Then students, what is the difference between velocity and acceleration, or what differentiate the velocity and acceleration? Students, you all know that the unit of velocity is meter per second. You can write it like this, meter per second. And unit of acceleration is meter second minus 2. This, as we can see here, the velocity depends on meter and seconds. Acceleration also depends on meter and seconds. But these 2 quantities can be considered different. Both are the combination of meter second. Both are the combination of meter and second. But these quantities are different in a manner of power. You can see here the power of second is -1 and here the power of second is -2. Then in such manner, you will study that there are so many quantities which are called derived quantity depends on fundamental quantities, or you can say depends on the similar fundamental quantities but different in the powers. And this study of the powers will call dimensional analysis, and using this study of power we can apply this dimensional analysis in so many ways to calculate or to you can say for different type of applications. Here you can see, and I think most of you know that for basic, for few, I am taking some examples. For length, we will use the symbol of capital M. For time, you will use the letter capital T. For temperature, will use K for Kelvin, and some places you can see theta also. You will see theta also at the place of temperature. But here you will use K for Kelvin. For current, you will use in a square bracket A for ampere, Yes, you can use MOL also. In different books, these symbols are used. And last one is amount luminous intensity. We have 7 fundamental quantities. Out of 5 are here, and 2 more are. One is mole, and another is candela. Candela is the luminous intensity. For that, you will use CD. Then for representation of this particular fundamental quantity, we will use these following samples. Now, these samples are the dimensional formula of fundamental quantities. Now, we are going to find, or we are going our first derived quantity is area. Area. Our first derived quantity is area. And the formula of area is length into breadth. We all know very well. Formula of area is length into breadth. You can consider any type of area, either that is circular, square, rectangular. Or since area is a common quantity for all, but here we are taking very simple formula of square area of rectangle. Then area of rectangle is length into breadth. For length is L, and breadth is also a length. Only this is different in the name, but breadth is also a length. Then for breadth you will use L, and you will get the answer L is square. It shows that L is repeating itself 2 times. L is square. You will say that the dimension of L is 2. Take the formula of velocity. Velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Velocity is equal to displacement upon time. You will say displacement for length. Displacement is a length. Displacement for L, and time for T. What will be the answer? L, and T will go to the numerator. You will get T minus 1. LT minus 1. LT minus 1 is the dimension formula for the. If you have a formula, then by substituting the values of fundamental quantities, you can obtain the dimension formula. Suppose now I want to get the dimension formula of acceleration. Suppose I want to get the dimension formula of acceleration. Then we have studied in class 9. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity of acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time. Then change in velocity, so either that is change in velocity or simple velocity, both are the velocity. You can say that mass plus mass always gives mass. Mass minus mass, you will get mass. Then for change in velocity, we have obtained the formula of velocity. LT minus 1 and T for time. What is the answer? LT minus 2, because you have T to the power 1, when we do T minus 1, it will give you minus 2. Next one, fourth one. I am going to find the dimension formula of force. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. You have studied that mass means capital M, and we have find out the acceleration. Acceleration as we find out. Nt minus 2. What will be the answer? MLT minus 2. This is the formula of force. Dimension formula of force is there. MLT minus 2. Similarly, you can obtain the dimension formula of work. Work is equal to force into displacement. And I want this answer from your side. What will be the dimension formula of work?
M L2 T minus.
Any other? Yes, others?
MLT minus square.
You can substitute the formula of force.
MT minus square.
Here. For force, the formula is ML. minus 2.
T minus 1. ml T minus.
Displacement means length. What is the answer? L to the power 1 is that L to the power 1. What L to the power 2? ml square T minus 2. You have obtained the
ml square.
Okay. Now we want to find the dimension formula of 6. One is kinetic energy. And you all have known very well that half mv square is the formula of kinetic energy. Half mv square is the formula of kinetic energy. Then please give me the answer for the dimension formula of kinetic energy. Students, do you want to write it or not?
Written, sir. Written.
Done.
Written.
Yes, sir. Written.
Then you all are ready to come to school or not?
No, sir.
Students, what is the need of writing in this form? Why we are not writing just units only, like unit of area is meter square and unit of velocity is meter per second. Why we are writing in this complicated manner? Actually, students, this is not the only formula. By using this form and by using this formula, we are going to study few applications of dimensional analysis. And we will study that by using these formula and this dimensional formula, and you can say by using these symbols, we can apply these things for different application. And this is the most important thing as compared to the learning the formula, because only the learning of the formula is useless, because you can easily obtain this formula when you will know about the basic formula. But we are going to discuss about the applications. What are the applications of dimensional analysis? And our first application of dimensional analysis is, students, our first application of dimensional analysis is number 1. We are learning application of dimensional analysis. Applications of dimensional analysis. And the first application of dimensional analysis is, students, to check the correctivity of formulae. To check the correctivity of formulae. Students, by using this concept, we can easily check the correctivity of any formula, that this formula is correct or not. Dimensionally correct, we can check that this formula is dimensionally correct or not. For example, I am writing a formula F is equal to mv by r square. I am giving you a formula. This formula is for circular motion. Whenever a body performs a circular motion, then it experiences a centripetal force. And the formula of this centripetal force is this. And this is, suppose, this is the first time you are learning this formula. And you want to check that this formula is correct or not. Then to check the correctivity, what we have to do, write the dimension formula of left side, dimension formula of right side. If LHS is equal to the RHS, if left hand side is equal to the right hand side, or you can say if the formula of left hand side is equal to the dimension formula of right hand side, then this formula will be correct dimensionally or it will be the wrong. Then we are going to check that this formula is correct or not. Then first of all, put the dimension formula of force. The dimension formula of force is ml t minus 2. The dimension formula of force is ml t minus 2 is equal to m for mass. Mass is equal to m. Velocity Lt minus 1. Velocity is Lt minus 1. We have derived in our previous topic. And r means length. Radius is the length. For radius, you can write L square. What you will get? You will get M, 1L, cancel out this L, ML minus 1, P minus 1. Which means, is the left hand side is equal to the right hand side or not? You can see here, the left hand side is not equal to the right side. Then you will say that this formula is dimensionally wrong. This formula is wrong. Okay? Then by using dimensional formula, you can check the correctivity of any formula. How? Only you have to substitute the dimension formula of left hand side and right hand side. If LHS is equal to the RHS, then the dimension formula is equal, then the formula is dimensionally correct, otherwise it will be the wrong. Then I am giving you a question and I want answer from your side. Check that this formula F is equal to mv square by R is correct or not. Check this formula F is equal to mv square by R is correct or not. Please give me answer quickly. Okay, students. Then you will say that the dimension formula. You will say that the LHS is equal to RHS. Then this formula is dimensionally correct. By substituting the values of left hand side and right hand side, you will get the both sides equal. Now we are going to discuss another application. Application number 2. Another application number 2. And the application number 2 is, students, to convert from one system of unit to another. By using the dimension analysis, you can convert from one system of unit to another very easily. How? Let us see. Let's suppose you all know very well